Hi everyone, it's Kim with the Craft Space. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping in today. Today I thought we would go through some of the things that I do with my Christmas cards that I get from people, which people don't send them as much as they used to, but we still get quite a few of them. I'm part of a couple of Facebook swaps with Christmas cards, and we still get a lot of business Christmas cards from places that we shop at or that we do business with. So, and they're so cute, and I don't know what to do with them. I thought this morning while I was getting ready to do my last minute shopping for our family get together this weekend, I would just kind of wade through some of these and prepare them and get them stored away. That it was a nice, quick little project to knock off my list before the stores open up and before I head out. So what do you guys do with your Christmas cards as they're coming in? Do you wait till the end of the season? Do you wait till the next year? And will you do next year's Christmas cards for this year? So let me know in the comment below. But what I'm going to show you is some of the ones that I worked on this morning and what I've turned them into. And most of us, I know, turn them into journaling spots, or we cut the graphics out because they're kind of fun, and we can use them for tuck spots, and we can use them for all types of things in our junk journals. But what I've started doing with them is making them into little postcards for those people that you want to just send off a quick note to over the holidays. You don't want to send a whole card just because maybe the card doesn't fit what you want to say and you want to just make it a little bit more personal. So what I've started doing is the ones that seem to be appropriate, I've been turning them into postcards. So what I'll do is I will round the corners, and I'm sorry, it's still dark out, so my lighting is not all that great today. This had a really great border on it, gold foil border, and I had two of them, little angel cards, just beautiful. And so what I did was I turned them into simple postcards. It's neat because you can see the embossing there. And I simply took the card and drew a line down the center. Well, it's actually a little bit off center towards the address side. And I just a gold pen, gold marker, gold Sharpie, I think is what it was. And I lined up just the back end, you know, when you cut the back of the Christmas card off, I literally just tore one of those off, laid it down, lined it up with this top edge, and drew a line. And I didn't draw it all the way to the end. I tried to make it look like a real postcard. And then I have a faux postage postcard looking canceled postage stamp is what I'm trying to say. And you can either use these as faux postcards in your journaling, or you just put a regular postcard stamp over the top, and it just looks really cute to send it this way. You can write a brief little message to somebody, jot their address down here, and they make really, really cute postcards. The other thing that I tend to do when I do postcards is if I have somebody's address that I want to keep, I will sometimes write their address here and maybe keep a log over here of what years I got Christmas cards from them, or a little something I need to remember, little notes about them. You know, if somebody has passed away, to make sure not to address it as Mr. and Mrs., that type of thing. But on this one, I believe this was already a postcard, but I just added a little extra to the back, inked the edges, and did that with it. And it works for pretty much any stiffer. You have to use a heavier cardstock card in order to send it. I think there's a weight limit, but so I just make sure I use the heavier of the cards, and make sure I've got a couple of postcards that I've gotten that I use as a reference and just double check them. This Christmas card had some extra sequins and things on it, which I know are a big no-no, so I just went ahead with the little tweezers and popped those off, and just turned that into just a little mini postcard. Here's a regular postcard. Here's one that's a little bit on the small side. So I probably wouldn't recommend mailing this one because it is so small. I do have one from 1911 that it is this small, but I don't know if regulations have changed since then. So this one I will probably tuck in a journal and make it look like a faux, or I will use it as an address postcard that I will just keep in my address book for notes. I think we've all seen this Christmas card, and I thought this one's going to be really pretty to send because it's got the background printing on it. But boy, you would really just never know these weren't already meant for postcards. So I thought I would just show you a couple of these. This one's fun because it's embossed. I'm not sure how writing on it is going to be, but I thought that was just really pretty. Some just quick little, they can be, and I don't think it really matters that this is horizontal and this is vertical. I think it's just fine when sending postcards. So what do you think? But what I also wanted to show you is where do I store them until the holiday season's over. I don't put these in with my regular cards because I've packed away my cards for the season. And so I was going to show you very quickly a folio that I made. And I think I have shown this one on a previous video, but I just wanted to show you how you can just take these with all of these extra stationery, some cards that I've turned into single note cards, and these postcards now I will just tuck right in here into my little stationery holder, and looks like they're a little bit tall. So then these will just live in here, and when I need to, I'll just pack this away for the holiday season, and I've got all my postcards all ready to go and tucked away in my little Santa stationery holder. Alrighty, so let's get to today's December daily. I've been keeping up, and today's going to be just a quick little display because like I said, I'm getting ready to finish up my last minute shopping for going out of town, heading off to Indiana. First thing probably at 4 a.m. tomorrow to get there bright and early in the morning. And this is going to be the challenge, is I'm going to take my journal with me, and I'm going to see if I can film and still journal while I am celebrating with my family. So wish me luck. This may be my biggest challenge, or it may be my biggest failure. We'll see. Alrighty. So just quickly pop off this. Like I said, this is going to be a shorter video. 17. And I'm really liking how chunky this is getting, and just the feel of all these pages. All right, and so today, since I'm going shopping, I chose just a smaller page. It's a couple of pages after this, but it was just it was a thinner page, or a shorter page. And I really liked this green. It kind of looked like money to go with this little funny thing I found here. So I chose one of these and added this. It's a Tractor Supply $10 off coupon, but it looked like a $10 bill. So I thought that would be really adorable to just stick right there. And this I'm going to, I don't have a little clip over here. Let me see if I just have a plain paper clip. Here is a paper clip that I have literally just put all my bob pins on, but for right now I'm going to just borrow this to clip it down. I do have nice big journal clips over at my studio, but for this month I've decided I'm going to just try to stay here to do my filming and not haul things back and forth, and just do my December daily here and use what I've got on my little desk, which I've decorated very cute. It's very cozy over here to journal and to work on things, and maybe by the end of the month, once I've got all my journaling done, I will do just a quick little tour of what my workspace looks like, because that really can make a huge difference as to creating versus journaling. And I think I am finding there's a big difference between doing your personal stuff in a cute little quaint space that feels comfy versus being able to spread out all over the place and actually just be productive when you're doing large creating of journals and ephemera and embellishments and all of those things. I do really believe that there's a difference, and this having a cute little space that's decorated for the holidays, it's got a bunch of little cutesy things around, very inspirational. My countdown is sitting here. I've got I have a little letters to Santa box that when I've got an idea for a video, I fold it up real quick and drop it in my little mailbox. So it's been fun to have that little thing, and I think it really does make you want to just sit down and journal a little bit because you don't have quite the big mess of creating all of your journals. So anyway, what do you think? Do you have a designated cute space or comfy space that you can journal in, or do you do it all together? I'm coming to the realization that it is different. Anyway, let's see here. So today, here we are. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. I guess that's as much as we're gonna get. Okay, so today I thought it'd be cute to make a little last minute shopping layout. And so I started with a tiny little envelope, and what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to end up tucking receipts in here and in here. And I do have a couple of receipts from a couple of things I bought yesterday that I want to be able to have that are just for the receipts for this weekend. And my brain is so full of everything I need to do, I'm getting a little tongue-tied here. But I did have a few receipts that I set aside for the purchases I made for my family, and I want to keep those separate from everybody else's, so in case I do need to return anything, or I do need to give a receipt to somebody while I'm there this weekend, I will have them with me. So I have those set aside as well, and a couple tags so that I didn't have to leave the tags on the items, but I wanted to have them so in case I have to give them the receipt, I can just give them the tags too. But they're kind of cute, so I'm going to tuck those into my display for today. But I'm just going to take my receipts and we'll put them in here. But let me just show you. So I put some packages from a Christmas card. I thought that was kind of a cute idea. I pulled 2 of the credit card. This one is like a cardboard credit card, faux credit card from Capital One. They want me to open another credit card. You get a lot of those over the holidays. This was a cute little pink Discover card that I cut out of one of those ads after I shredded everything else. And I thought adding those to there. This was some snowflakes from a sale ad. And I loved the little presents because that's what I'm going shopping for today. Used a little washi tape on my envelope. Nothing big and overly fancy for today's December daily. I'm probably not going to journal anything other than I might just make a list over here to make sure that I've got everything I need to pack for everybody, make sure everybody's gifts are here, and then I can do a checkoff list. Over here is kind of my thought process on here, but I'm sure none of you are interested in seeing what everybody's getting. And if I post this before I leave in the morning, or I should say if it goes through before I leave, I don't want anybody in my family that watches my videos to see what they're getting before we open everything on Saturday. But I'll probably add that here. I thought that'd be a cute thing, and then next year when I open this up I can see what it was, and it'll also double as a packing list, so I can make sure that I did get everybody's gift and everything for Secret Santa, and then some of the extra special gifts. So yeah, so and then I just thought we could take these receipts and I could tuck them right here, and since I'm taking my journal with, I thought this was a cute idea for a layout today. Oh, I do have a coupon that I need to use, so I'm probably going to maybe I'll clip that to this page until I leave. Let's tuck these in here like so, and then I can close my envelope, and I'll tuck this right in here. And this is the receipt is attached to this for the gift card for a little Hardee's gift card I got, and I always save the receipt on that, so just in case it doesn't work, I can give them the receipt that shows that it was paid for, so if they have a problem, I don't have to then find the receipt and then send it to them. So I'm gonna tuck that right in there. And like I said, these are the two tags that I pulled off of the items, and so maybe to hold this down, I'll tuck those right in here. Oh, looks like I need a little extra glue on that right there. And then I put a little cup of coffee. I don't know if you can see that, but they had some stickers, and so I put myself a little cup of coffee or hot cocoa, so maybe I'll stop and get myself a hot cocoa. And then I put a present. Those stickers were those little puffy stickers that I got at the thrift store. I thought I would add those on there, and it does cover it up a little bit, but that's okay. I think that looks great for today's little shopping trip, plus the shopping trip of some of the other things that I'm going to be getting. So what do you think? Oh, and then I did find this while I was looking for my 18, which now, where did my little 18 go? I just had my little 18 that I cut out of the newspaper. And here I was just talking about my nice cozy little space, and now it looks like I have misplaced my I had a tiny little 18 that I no longer can see on my desk. So I will have to add that later, and you'll probably see it in my picture later. But while I was cutting that 18 out, I did find this little gift for you. And so I'm going to add this right under my Discover card. I wanted to just add this because I thought that would be a cute little addition. And you know, once you start junk journaling, everything becomes a fair game to put into a journal. Okay, I thought I would glue that off camera just because it's kind of messy. And I apologize that I have misplaced my little 18. I'm sure it's here somewhere. So what do you think? So here is today's little eclectic layout for the day. I like how it matches here. I'm going to stick this little coupon in here just so I don't lose it, because before I leave for shopping, I'm probably going to make my list and make sure I've got everybody accounted for, because there's nothing worse than getting somewhere and then not having that gift for somebody. And not that it's all about gift giving, but sometimes when you have the perfect plan and it just it can set you off for your whole day. And we all know that going to see family can be stressful and traveling can be stressful. And so trying to take all of the bits and pieces out that can make you more stressed is a great way to kind of plan your trips and hope for the best and have the best success on a trip. Oh, guess what I found? The best success that you can have when you're traveling for the holidays, because you never want to start off on a bad note. And so here is my 18. It is an 18 from a 1996 newspaper that I had sitting ready to go over to my studio to work on a little more vintage journal. And I saw this one, I think the number was 184, and I cut the 18 out of it. So we'll add this little 18. And this paper is very, very fragile. And so I'm going to just add a little bit of my Fabri-Tac to it. And I think it would be cute right here in the middle of this orange snowflake. And now we have our 18 for the 18th. And so here's my layout for today. So there we go. And we'll flip over here and we will look at what we did for our grid, our little snippet grid for our daily snippets. I think this is really turning out cute. I'm glad I did this. And I really think I'm going to add this to the beginning of all of my journals. And if I don't do a journal, like say I don't have one going for a month, I may just make a couple of pages where I just do the date, like the month, and just do this, and I can always add it to a journal, because this has been really fun, just collecting a little, you know, you just take 2 punches and you stick them together, glue them down, and it really makes a cute page. And maybe even if I don't do it every day, I might do something where I take a bunch of my scraps and make up a bunch of these and add these and make an entire page, or make a strip down the edge, like a border or a edging piece, just because I've really, really been enjoying doing this this part of my journal. So what I did here was I used, again, I think I used it on another day here, right up here. It's the inside of an envelope, security envelope, and it was green. Kind of reminded me of money or a credit card bill statement. So I thought it'd be perfect for my last minute shopping day. So that is there. And then I just did a punch out of a present that was on some Happy Mail or something that I got. So we're almost done for today. And let's find the calendar. I'm not sure why, now that I am really getting through this and we're already to the 18th, why I put my calendar 3 pages in, but I think I had a reason and now I don't remember what that reason is, and I don't think I would do it again. I don't think I would do it again. And so now I'm going to dig through my little bag of mismatched colored pencils. These are not my good coloring ones. They're just my jotting quick need some color, and I will go ahead and use green, like money green, for my crossing this off. And wow, 18 days. I'm very, very happy with how this challenge is going. How are you guys doing? You guys doing pretty good on your challenge? Are you keeping up with it? Have you missed a day yet? I have a feeling that with my traveling, I will be gone the 19th, 20th, and the 21st. I'll be gone over the solstice and the first day of winter, and then I should be returning on this Monday. So I've got 3 days at least that I'm going to have to do this on the run, and we'll see if I can keep it up. But I'm so happy that you are here and helping me keep myself accountable for this. It's been a challenge, but it's been a fun challenge, and it gives me something to look forward to, either first thing in the morning when I get up with my coffee or my hot chai, or just before I go to bed. And it gives me just some little creativity, a little something fun, something that's just for me, not for anybody else, but just for me. And thank you for letting me share it with all of you. If you have a second, I would really love it if you would like this video. If you could subscribe to my channel if you're new here, that would really mean the world to me. It would help me out, and I will see all of you probably late tomorrow, because I'm leaving at about 4 a.m. to make my drive. So the video will be after my folks go to bed, and then I will try to pop off a quick video for you, and we'll go from there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.